Good day, everyone. Welcome to another edition of our mathematics presentation. Okay, the topic that we are going to discuss today, finding the percentage, rate, or base. Okay, to be able us to understand better about the topic that we are going to discuss, let us first define the following terms and discuss the meaning of it one by one. Okay, we have percentage. It is the number or amount that represent the part of a whole. So when we talk of part of a whole, meaning we take this from a certain number or certain amount. For example, I have my 1,000 peso bill in my pocket. Then I took 200 pesos out of 1,000. That 200 pesos is called the percentage because it is part of a whole, which is 1,000. Therefore, if part of a whole is being taken, that is what we call percentage. Now let's go to base now. Base is the number that represent the whole or the entire amount. So if I have 1,000, that is the entire amount or the whole amount. That is also called the base. So if I buy uh, worth 300 pesos, that is for the percentage, part of 1,000. And 1,000 is the base. It is the whole amount or the whole number. So we will now go to the rate. Rate is the number of percent. It is represented always by a percent sign so that it is very easy for us to identify the rate because it always bears with a percent sign. Because it is the number of percent. Like what you can see in malls, there are 30% discount, 50% discount, or 30% discount. In the bank, it is being published what percent of interest are they offering to their customers. So they have 5% interest, 10% interest of our deposits. So rate is very easy to identify when we are to apply this in the problem solving. So let's apply it in our next example. Okay, presenting to you our Tikans triangle, wherein this will be our guide in solving problems involving percentage, base, and rate. Now, this Tikans triangle can be used to determine the formula that we are going to use when we are to solve for the percentage, base, or rate. Okay, for example, in the problem that we are solving, we found out that the given are the base and the rate. Therefore, what is asked is the percentage. Now, if percentage is being asked, it follows that we will have to use the formula percentage is equals to base times rate because percentage is missing. So we will use this formula. Okay, we have also a formula when the missing in the problem or what is asked in the problem is the base. So if the base is being asked or missing, then we will use the formula base is equals to percentage divided by rate. So we will supply the percentage, then we will divide it by the rate which are given in the problem. Okay, so the next formula is we have missing is the rate. So in the problem, it is being presented that percentage is given, the base is given, and what is missing is the rate. Therefore, the formula that we are going to use, if the rate is unknown or the rate is being asked, then we have to use the formula rate is equals to percentage divided by base. Okay, based on the given in the problem, we'll supply this and we will have to place this in our Tikans triangle so that we will be able to determine what is missing in the problem. So we have 200 is for the base and 30% is for the rate. Therefore, it is understood that what is unknown in the problem is the percentage. So we are going to apply the formula percentage is equals to base times rate. Okay, substituting now the given to the formula, base is 200 times the rate which is 30%. So we cannot multiply 200 to 30%. We will first change percent to decimal. Now, how to change percent to decimal? We just simply count 2 places from right to left, then place the decimal point, then drop the percent sign. So this becomes now 200 times 30 hundreds. So we will multiply now. Now we will do a shortcut. We don't need to multiply 0 times 0, 0 times 2. So we just simply go multiplying the whole numbers. We have 2 times 3 will give us 6. So we will just carry down the 3 zeros to our product. Okay, since our multiplier is a 2-digit decimal number, so we will also count 2 decimal places in our product to determine where to place our decimal point. So we will now count 2 decimal places from right to left. So after counting 2 decimal places, so we place the decimal point. So we have now 60 is our answer. Then if we cross out 0, because 0 has no value at all, especially if we are not solving a piso amount, so we will just write 60. So if we are solving in amount of pesos, then we will have still to write 0 after the decimal point, indicating that we are solving the peso equivalent. Okay, so if we are to answer the problem, what is 30% of 200? So our answer will be 60 is 30% of 200. So after counting 2 decimal places, so we place the decimal point. So we have now 60 is our answer. Then if we cross out 0, because 0 has no value at all, especially if we are not solving a piso amount, so we will just write 60. So if we are solving in amount of pesos, then we will have still to write 0 after the decimal point, indicating that we are solving the peso equivalent. Okay, so if we are to answer the problem, what is 30% of 200? So our answer will be 60 is 30% of 200. So identifying now the given in the problem, we have 60% of what number is 180. So automatically 60% will be for the rate. Now, what will be this 180? Take note that 180 is 60% of a number. Then what number is that? So it means that this 180 is taken from the unknown. So a certain number. Meaning 180 is the percentage because it is taken from a number, which is 180 is only 60% of that number. So 180 becomes the percentage. And we have the rate of 60%. Therefore, if we are to look for the missing, which is the base, we will have to divide the percentage by the rate. So we have percentage divided by rate. So we will now substitute the given in the formula. So base is equals to 180 divided by 60%. Okay, since our divisor, which is 60%, could not be divided to 180 because of the percent sign, so we will change percent to decimal. So simply by counting 2 decimal places from right to left and place the decimal point, then drop the percent sign. So it becomes now 180 divided by 60 hundreds. So we will now divide 180 by 60 hundreds. Now we can use shortcut. So to avoid long division, we will use shortcut. We will disregard 0 and we will just divide 18 by 6. So our result will be 3. Since our divisor is a 2-digit decimal number, so we will have to add 2 zeros to our result, which is 3. So 3, we will add 2 zeros. After adding 2 zeros, our result will now be 300. So this is shortcut way of dividing instead of doing the long method of division. Okay, to check whether our division, our shortcut is correct, we will do the long method. Okay, when you divide whole number by a decimal number, the rule says make your divisor into a whole number. How to make this into a whole number? We move the decimal point to the right so that this decimal number will now become a whole number. So we have two decimal places, so we move two decimal places. Correspondingly, since we move two decimal places, then automatically we will add 2 0 in our dividend so that we follow the rule in dividing whole number by a decimal number. So after moving the decimal point in our divisor two places, so automatically in our dividend also we will add 2 0. That is the rule. When you move the decimal point from your divisor, automatically you will also have to add 2 zeros to your dividend. So we can now start dividing the numbers. First digit quotient will be 3. 3 times 60 will have 180. So we just simply copy the zeros because we need to have equal digits in our dividend going to our quotient. So we have result is 300. The same with the shortcut method that we had just applied. Our problem asks 60% of what number is 180. So 60% of 300 is our answer. So 60% of 300 is 180. So our answer is 300. Okay, let's now go to the next problem. What percent of 120 is 30? So we will now identify given. So automatically we can say that what is missing is percent because it is being mentioned in the problem itself. What percent? Automatic. What is missing or what is asked is the number of percent. So we have now to identify what is this 120. Automatically, 120 is the base because this is the bigger number. And 30 is taken from 120. So 120 will now be the base. And 30 is now the percentage because 30 is taken from 120. Now, the question is, what percent of 120 is 30? So we will be using the formula rate is equals to percentage divided by base. So we will now substitute the given to the formula. So percentage is equals to 30, base is equals to 120. So we have 30 divided by 120. Okay, since we cannot divide 30 by 120, so we will add 2 zeros. But before adding 2 zeros, we will place the decimal point indicating that we are now in the decimal digit. Okay, before we will start the division, we are going to align the decimal point. So align the decimal point of our quotient to the decimal point in our dividend. So we can start dividing now. So we have first digit quotient is 2. 2 times 120, we will get 240. So 300 minus 240, we have 60. Bring down the 0, then we have 600. 600 divided by 120, we will have 5. 5 times 120 will give us 600. So there is no more numbers to divide. We have no more remainder. So our answer will be 25 hundredths. Okay, since our answer is a decimal number, and what is asked is the number of percent, then we need to change decimal to percent by following the rule. To change the decimal to percent, we will move the decimal point 2 places to the right, then affix the percent sign. So from 25 hundredths, it will now become 25%. Okay, to answer what percent of 120 is 30, so we have now 25% of 120 is 30. So our answer is 25%. Okay, this is all for today's videos. Okay, shout out to all my viewers and subscribers. Grade 6 Rizal, Jacinto, Zamora, Burgos, Mabini, Abad Santos, Chico Silang, Del Pilar, Luna, Lapu-Lapu, and my section, Grade 6 Gomez, and to all the parents of grade 6. Requested shout out to my new subscriber from Olongapo City, Carlin Umang. For comments and requests, just write in the comment section. Our next episode will be solving problems involving percentage, rate, and base. Thank you and God bless.